What's going on, everybody? Jeff Holiday here, and today I have a special treat for you. For those of you who are not aware, I recently released probably the most ambitious video ever on my channel, and it was me going to a chiropractor convention undercover as Lance Conrad. Now, for the most part, I put the majority of footage that I had into that video. There was quite a bit of stuff behind the scenes, and as time goes on, I figured maybe I'd share a little bit of it with you, but I really wanted to share one thing in specific. Now, I didn't get a chance to really stay at the after party after CalJam was over as long as I really wanted to. I had to leave because I had to take a flight first thing in the morning, and I had to get all the way back up into LA from Costa Mesa. So I managed to go to the after party just briefly, right at the beginning, and as I was there, when I was outside, I randomly heard a very interesting conversation, and I decided to get involved, and it just so happened to be the one time my hidden pen camera was actually working. Now, just for a little bit of context, and this might take a little bit of time because I want to be careful here, I had to blur their faces, and I did have to pitch modulate everything to much deeper, so this is definitely not what they sounded like. But the content of this conversation is so funny that I had to share it with you. This is my experience. This is my encounter with the Giga Wingnut.
Well, the Jews and...
And that was the part that intrigued me. I'm walking past, and all of a sudden I hear this lady say, well, you know, the Jews. Nani? Nani?
They were also... I know. Well, there's the... What's it called? Yes, they're fake. They're down in Russia. Hungarian, right? Hungarian. He needs to go. He will. He was posted about, yeah.
So, just for a little bit of context there, too. We hear he needs to go, and Q has posted about him, talking about a Hungarian. Now, I'm pretty sure that they were talking about George Soros. Maybe that's just me. It seemed like that was probably what they were saying.
They are setting the stage. I don't... He could be. There's a lot. Okay,
I don't know about politics. I don't really know either. I don't know.
Well, some people.
Is it about Trump? I think she's talking about deep state. Oh God,
Billy
was talking about it. So that whole thing. What's true, what's not, is so fascinating. It's so fascinating. It goes deep.
Yeah, the louder voice is me talking to this dude who was walking by. Really nice guy too, but you know, I didn't really know exactly what to say. I'm like, wait, am I encountering an actual wingnut out in the wild? Amazing.
Well, I mean,
and it's they've been there for decades.
Maybe you could tell her because you probably know a lot.
Military bases.
I mean, I know kind of a little bit, I suppose.
Okay, so your boyfriend, what's your name?
He knows a lot about.
So, okay.
Kind of.
Listen, you guys.
Billy was talking about it.
Yeah, I know Billy and I. We need to have a conversation.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Because I haven't been to Billy's place in a while, but we were having a good I always get into good conversations with Billy, but.
Billy DeMoss, the leader of CalJam, the dude who puts it on.
What was I going to say? Oh, the earthquake in California last year. Do you remember? It was on July 4th and the 5th.
Yeah.
And you know how we usually have after effects and they're weaker?
Aftershocks.
You remember that on the 5th it was just as strong, if not worse? To me, it seemed worse.
Oh. Okay,
and you know, because I was looking
question.
when it happened, I'm at my computer, and I looked at the window, and it was going from side to side.
Was Kobe,
do you know that was not... No, let me say this.
Was Kobe an Illuminati hit?
Yes. Okay, but let me say this.
So, it's really hard to track. So the after effect of an earthquake, the aftershock, yeah, the after effect seemed to be stronger than the first earthquake. Well, yeah, that does happen all the time. And then out of the blue, homeboy's got to be like, so was Kobe an Illuminati hit? She's like, of course, but I Okay.
Really?
Yes, but let me, but let me say this. Wait, let's finish this earthquake.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The earthquake.
Okay, this earthquake.
The earthquake. Right.
Yeah, he's good.
Alex
Okay,
Jones
so
is good?
no, True News.
Oh.
I can't remember the kid's name. He's
Yeah,
good.
it's a guy.
But anyway,
Kennedy's alive?
Kennedy's alive.
those earthquakes were our military going in and nuking the tunnels at China Lake. China Lake is where 80% of the military testing, and they have MK Ultra. You know what?
So the earthquake was the military nuking China Lake, which is where MK Ultra was taking place. Okay, just okay.
2,100 kids were in cages at China Lake, and they pulled them out and put them in hospitals.
Wow. Oh, they didn't.
It's been going on for a long time. The MK Ultra program is the CIA.
What do you mean kids in a cage?
They were splitting their brain into different sections so they could program and to do different things. They're the ones that they get to fly some of the airplanes, like maybe even 9/11 was done by a kid. You never know.
Like a brain-controlled aircraft.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Well, these kids, I'm starting to think these are the ones that have split personalities. Remember how they did Cyborg or that movie years ago? It was scared. Sybil. So with the multiple personalities,
They took them out of the
I
cages?
think that they created that.
They're running loose.
The kids?
Yeah.
No. We came in. The military went in. I'm thinking it was the Marines. The Marines went into that one, and because they're training now in 39 Palms for subterranean underground war. It's because of all these deep underground military bases all across the world.
I feel like
America's got
my
so many of them.
brain is like expanding bigger than my skull right now. Wow.
How do I know this? Or
Same, Jeff from the past. Same. My brain is expanding out of my fucking skull. Look, lady, if you ever find this video, number one, please don't sue me, and number two, please make a YouTube channel. Please.
I don't know it's really there.
How do you know the truth? How do you know?
I believe it because I've seen them.
Oh.
You go onto YouTube and you can drive into one of those things.
I went to OCC and I know Altabelli for
I went
a
to
long
OCC.
time. You did? So
But I'm probably older than you, so we probably
I went there
different
too.
time.
he was a baseball coach. Altabelli, who died in the helicopter, and his daughter.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Christine Moser, my brother and sister-in-law, they were at the park with her and the kids. They went to her service.
Why would they do that to Kobe and all these?
Because Kobe apparently was given a lot of fame and notoriety, deals, and they do not let you enter that realm without making a sacrifice. And it's a family member, and he never did it. So they got him and his daughter.
So, because Kobe didn't fulfill the contract of fame by sacrificing one of his family members is why he was assassinated.
So Kobe.
Vanessa. And there was a switch out of the helicopter because he was not in the Black Mamba. Last minute, they had him in a different helicopter. I watched the video of the guy that was doing the helicopter. That was the pilot, and I was hearing all the communication between the tower, whatever you call that person.
Sure, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just wasn't answering, and I don't know what happened.
That's
and
sketchy.
then they showed,
That's
it's sketchy. There's something that happened. Well, you know.
Well, okay.
The pilot obviously would have to crash.
So Kobe didn't do the ritual sacrifice, so they made the sacrifice him.
Yes, and they
I think
predicted
so.
it 3 years ahead of
But
time.
they
The
always
cartoon.
pick a day.
With that cartoon? I saw that cartoon!
The cartoon.
That was so crazy!
So the
That was so
helicopter
crazy!
crashed, and people said he's
Oh
going to
my
die in a
God.
helicopter crash.
Yeah.
I mean, it could
And
be,
then not only that,
it
but
could be
he's
a
got-
weird coincidence, but is
No,
anything?
but he's got his
workout.
But is anything a really
Look
coincidence?
at the workout.
No.
Oh, he's a high. He's a high Illuminati, 33rd degree Mason.
What the
from what I
fuck?
heard.
This is some crazy
Oh
shit.
yeah. And so is
it
somebody
is.
else that I had no idea. He's a business guy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
He talks about it.
So they're not okay.
This guy that I used to like listen to his
Well, definitely have
videos.
to
Like,
check
Why
that
would
out.
LeBron get a snake tattoo
wild.
on his
oh, it's all for
show?
PR and all. It's all. But the snake,
This is
the
crazy.
snake is satanic. I mean, think
Yeah.
about it.
Snakes are
Okay.
satanic.
And then the other. The other thing is his workout, 666.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Hello,
really?
why do you
Sure.
think it's 666?
There
Right,
were three
That's
right.
the
girls.
number of the beast in the
But
Bible.
who
Yeah,
got
yeah.
666?
That was the Kobe workout thing.
What do you mean the Kobe?
And he
work?
was, yeah, he had this whole thing.
Oh,
And that,
666?
yeah.
Wow.
I posted all this stuff
What?
on.
They told
on
Kobe
Facebook, our
sacrifice your
group.
kid. He said no, and then they said
He didn't do it. I don't know if he said. I don't know.
The
because I wasn't
helicopter
there.
crash, there were
But
three
you're
girls, there were
supposed
13
to- I-
why
people.
and then I
All these
heard.
number things.
I heard.
Why did
I don't
Kobe
know if you
join
heard this.
the
I don't know.
Illuminati in the first?
I don't
year?
know.
He didn't need it because he's a talent. But you know what? As
I
soon
imagine
as you-
it's probably like a
like if
familial
you-
kind of thing, right?
Maybe.
Like if your
you
father
know
was an
how
Illuminati,
doctors,
then you
as soon as
just
they
end up
have
being
a
an
cancer
Illuminati
cure,
and all that stuff.
you can't
Maybe.
have a cancer cure.
He was hanging
I'm
out
gonna take
with.
you out.
He was
Yeah.
hanging out with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They're
Satan.
Illuminati,
He did-
total.
Kobe was
satanic.
doing this in a picture.
That
What
right
is
there
that?
is a Illuminati
The pyramid?
symbol.
No, it's a
yeah,
pyramid.
so
Illuminatus.
so is the finger thing
We
with
did
the.
that too.
The eye thing.
Yeah, what do you know,
There's
they-
that shit.
they
Like it's
do-
all fucking crazy, dude. It's
There's all
wild.
these symbols.
Jay-Z was doing it. How come they don't
And
kill
this whole
Jay-Z?
Q thing is the symbolism because they're playing along and doing what they want them to do.
Oh.
So when they do all these halftime shows, I didn't know any of this. My son is the one that told me this.
How about Usher?
Okay, my son was in high school. He's now like 26, so this is like, it was like 10 years ago. He goes, Mom, look at this. This is all Illuminati. I go, what? Illuminati? What? I mean, I know what it means, like to illuminate. But it's like Satan's
Oh, yeah, no,
you know,
no,
like, what do you call it
it's
in
a
the
secret
Bible?
society.
Where they
Yeah.
like
Sure,
impersonate
sure.
the light.
Yeah,
an angel
yeah.
of light, but they're really the devil.
Right.
Oh my god, I feel high just listening to that all over again. I didn't know anything about this stuff until my teenage son, who was in high school, said, "Mom, look at all of this Illuminati stuff." And I know what Illuminati is. I mean, it means to illuminate, to light up, but it's not like an angel of light. It's like the devil. Wow. Okay. There are so many bizarre interconnections in this that just drive me insane. It's somebody who watched too many Da Vinci Code movies, mixed with a very, very surface level, puddle deep understanding of religiosity and Christian iconography. It's just so wild. I feel like I'm high just listening to this. I was there. I oh man.
Is Usher Illuminati? Usher?
I don't know.
I mean, if they're in Hollywood, there's probably a pretty good chance that they're if they're not.
They're all
If they're not.
pedophiles.
Yeah, they're
almost
all
pedophiles.
all of
Who
them.
created-
All
why
of
they
them.
just
And
destroy
Mel
the people?
Gibson was blacklisted because he went out and said that they're all pedophiles
Right.
and they do horrible things to
But they
children.
didn't
Right.
kill Mel Gibson for saying that.
They didn't, but he was like.
He's probably got some sort of insurance policy that kept his ass alive. Otherwise, he'd be in a helicopter crash too. But thank you so much for the conversation. I'm just gonna go get a quick drink. Yeah, very nice to talk to you.
All right,
Did we
you
get
too.
your name?
My name's Lance.
Lance?
Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you
Dan,
guys.
nice to
I had a
meet you.
neighbor named Lance.
I'll be here
He was
next
one of the
year.
little boys.
Yeah,
that lived next
I'll be here next year
door. What's
too.
your last name?
Conrad.
Conrad. Okay, Rod.
And so that was the rather strange experience I had with the Giga Wingnut. There was one other thing, though, that I kind of wanted to share with you guys, and that was this incredibly cringe-inducing moment. I gotta go catch an early flight. Thank you so much for a great event. It's been life-changing. Thank you so much.
So much. Go back and do something now.
I will, and I'll see you next year, okay? That was Billy DeMoss in the world's ugliest wig. And from there, I took my leave of CalJam and Costa Mesa, and I started making my way home. And now the memories of these types of events are hilarious to me. But at the time, oh man, at the time, I honestly couldn't have gotten done faster. I wanted to get the hell out of there so bad. I was under constant worry that I was either going to get found out or something. And actually, what a really strange situations. At one point, I was kind of worried that I was going to start getting convinced that some of this shit was real. I mean, if you're constantly surrounded by people who think that the world is controlled by face-peeling adrenochrome junkies, I mean, you know, I consider myself a pretty strong-willed person, but, you know, how long would my fortitude last? Could I be worn down? Could I be converted into a paranoid wingnut? No, I don't think so. But all the same, those are definitely some of the thoughts that were going through my head, and it was very much a relief to say goodbye and put the event behind me. I'll still go through some of my other footage and see about perhaps, maybe, finding some other funny things that I can put into a video for you guys at some point down in the future. But, you know. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Last but not least, there was one thing that I did kind of want to point out. I keep forgetting to do it, so you know what? You're going to have to indulge me doing something I never do. If you go over to brainforcesideeffects.com, my merch store, this was a new design for t-shirts and other types of merch made by Tim McDaunting, and I've also got a link to his Redbubble shop in the description down below. If you really like his art, you can also get one of these new t-shirts, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get better at being a YouTuber. I hear this is how you're supposed to do it. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this foray into the madness behind the scenes at CalJam, and I'll see you soon from my family years. Take care, and bye-bye.